Hey guys. So welcome back to my channel. So what is e-commerce? E-commerce is digital shopping. Really, that's all it is. It's a website that you go to and has products on there or services on there. And now you're able to buy it with your credit card. E-commerce, guys, is a $4 trillion a year business. Amazon is leading. Walmart, Shopify, okay, is leading this e-commerce world. So with that being said, understand that if you want to really become financially independent, you have to build yourself an e-commerce store. So my goal is to help 1,000 women create their own e-commerce store and make at least $1,000 a month or $1,000 a week, depending on your potential, depending on your work ethic, depending on how you are going to get it done. So at the end of the day, e-commerce is the next wave of wealth. Pastor Jamal Bryant, this is what he said. He said the next wave of wealth is entrepreneurship. Remember, we came from kings and queens. We came from royalty. We didn't come from bums. We didn't come from slaves. We came from royalty. We had everything we needed. We had every house we needed. We had every car we needed. We had every food we needed. We had every person we needed, right? We had all the gold that we needed. We had all the money that we needed, right? So we got to get back to that, guys. Don't be scared to say, I want to start me a store. Don't be scared to say, I want to sell eyelashes, or I want to sell car parts, or I want to sell CBD. Guys, at the end of the day, nothing is oversaturated. And if you have a vision to be able to create your own, which everybody does, actually everybody has a vision to create their own, right? Because God gave us that, and we want royalty, we want happiness, we want love, we want wealth, right? But the only problem is we got so stuck in a rut of depending on a white man, or depending on a job, or depending on school, that we totally forget to be creative. We totally forget that we are God, and God gives us the power and the ability to create whatever it is that we want. So e-commerce, guys, is the next wave. It used to be real estate. Commercial real estate is going down. Residential real estate is going down. People can't even pay their rent. Companies are telling people to stay home now. So all these real estate and all these real estate gurus, they're losing money right now, right? Nobody's really processing too many mortgages. You know what people are really doing? They're refinancing so they could take some equity out their home. That's what they're really doing, right? So at the end of the day, guys, if you always had a dream to start your own business, if you had your dream to always do what you wanted to do, if you had a dream, guys, to be able to win and to leave a legacy, you're going to get it done through e-commerce in this century. You're going to get it done through e-commerce in this century. How does $500 a day sound? Or even $100 a day working from home? Some people, the average person makes 50 grand a year. And after taxes, you're only bringing in 30 grand. So if you make $100 a day, that's 3 grand a month. That's 30 grand a year. You can stay home and create your own, and then show your children, show your spouse, show your aunts, show your uncles, show your nieces, show your godkids also how to do this, right? So it's all about building a legacy and building generational wealth. Right? So at the end of the day, guys, e-commerce is the next wave of wealth, especially for us blacks. We always want, nobody gives us opportunity. Nobody's giving us the game. I'm giving it to you right now if you're willing to invest in yourself, if you're willing to invest the time, if you're willing to invest the money, if you're willing to sit down and learn something new and then put the work in. The only problem with people not being entrepreneurs, or we don't have more black entrepreneurs, because people don't believe in themselves. People so used to just going to work and sitting down, talking shit, getting nothing done, and working 10%. But in your business, you got to work 100% to get 100%. This ain't no job, baby. If you don't work in your business, guess what? You won't make any money. Just like at a job, you could go there, work 10%, you could work 85%. You still gonna make that check every 2 weeks or every week or every month, however the fuck they get paid. Right? But in your business, if you don't put 100%, you're getting zero, sis. This is not a hobby, right? Your job is a hobby, right? This is not a hobby, guys. If you really want to break a generational curse, if you really want to start your own business, guys, don't you think it's going to take some work? Don't you think it's going to take some money? Don't you think it's going to take time? Absolutely. And for those that say, you know what, I could learn everything on YouTube, then go ahead and see how far or successful you will be. Because for me, I had to spend thousands upon thousands of dollars to get mentors and people to help me to get to me where I'm at right now. So at the end of the day, guys, the new wave of wealth is e-commerce. The new wave of wealth, guys, is e-commerce. And guess what? If you miss this boat, who the hell knows when the next boat coming? Because COVID had to happen. COVID had to happen. COVID was a blessing, but it also was a curse for a lot of people. Right? We're in the best of times, but we also in the worst of times. Madam C.J. Walker was the first black millionaire in the first depression that we had in the 1920s. How many more people are going to plant their millionaire seeds now? It doesn't matter how much the course costs. It don't matter how much the products cost. It don't matter how much time you got to take. So the fuck what? What's the alternative? Wait for a stimulus check? Wait for a unemployment check? Wait for Social Security to come through? Wait for your food stamps to come through? Nah. We gotta do for self. We gotta learn how to fish instead of waiting for someone to give us a fish. Because here's what I say. If you allow the government, your job, to feed your family, you allow them to also starve your family. And guess what? A lot of people are experiencing that shit right now. They're allowing the government to starve their fucking families. The government is starving their families right now. There's people that are homeless right now because they lost their job and they didn't have a plan B. I'm telling you, it's no joke. We're living in the worst of times. More crime is up. More people are losing their jobs. More people are losing their homes. More people are losing their money. They're losing their minds. People are committing suicide. Don't let that be you. Especially if you watch me and you follow me. Now it's time to invest in yourself. Now it's time to win. Now it's time to go to the next level. Now it's time for your children to see another side. Like my uncle said, he said, man, I don't know where you get your genes from, but you on top of your shit. I said, baby, it was because of my business. My business saved my life. My business made me realize that I got to do different things. I got to work my ass off to get me what I want. Because at my job, I was working 15%, 20%, 5%. And I was still getting my check every 2 weeks. Right? But in business, if I don't work, baby, don't worry about no money. If I don't advertise, if I don't hire coaches, if I don't hire mentors, forget it, sis. Ain't no such thing, okay? Forget it. Ain't no motherfucking such thing, okay, as working 10% in your business and making $1 million. Ain't no such thing as working 5% in your business and making 6 figures. It's just not happening, right? You got to work 100%. So you can see 100%. You got to work 1,000% to see 1,000%. At your job, you work 10%, you still make the same amount. You work overtime, you still see the same amount. Because guess what? The more money you make at your job, Uncle Sam takes more. See, in business, what I love, and also I teach this, what I love about being in business is that the more money that I make, the more expenses I can have and the less taxes I can pay. I could make 7 figures and pay $5,000 in taxes. I could make 6 figures and pay $2,000 in taxes. Meanwhile, if you make 6 figures on your job, you got to pay 5 figures in taxes. I know people right now that make 6 figures on their job and the government takes half of their money. So I'm like, well, I'm in a better position than you, boo, because I could keep all my money. I don't never got to pay tax. I could be like Donald Trump and never pay taxes, and now I know how to do it. And it's not robbing. Right? It's not tax evasion. It's understanding the laws. I could go buy more real estate. I could start businesses. I can give other people money for them to start a business. I could put money back into my business and never pay taxes. It's crazy. Crazy. That's something that we didn't learn in motherfucking school. But I also teach this in my Black Wealth class, or the blackwealth101.net. But also, if you want to learn how to start your e-commerce, so go to workwithtanisha.com, guys. And I'll see you in class.